Hello, everyone, and welcome to ACCT428. I'm really excited for us to get started because we're about to dive into what I believe is one of the most powerful skills you can learn, mastering financial statement analysis. Think of this as your guide to becoming a kind of financial detective.
So let's just start with the big question, the one that this whole course is built around. When you look at a company's financial report, what do you actually see? Is it just a big wall of numbers? Or can you see the story that's unfolding? The hidden clues, the big wins, maybe even the quiet struggles?
Well, that's exactly what this is all about. We're going to give you the key to unlock that story. It's all about learning to read between the lines, to see what the numbers are really saying, and to figure out what makes a company truly tick.
And why does this matter so much? Well, because no matter where you're headed, accounting, finance, or even a future leadership role, this skill isn't just a nice-to-have. It's absolutely non-negotiable. It's the foundation for pretty much every smart business decision that drives real success.
Now, I want to be really clear about something right from the get-go. This is not a course where you're just going to memorize a bunch of formulas. Not at all. It's about sharpening your analytical mind, it's about building your professional judgment, and it's about learning to ask the right questions.
So how are we going to get there? Well, we've laid out a really clear learning journey for the semester. Think of it as a roadmap that's going to take you step by step from the absolute basics all the way to professional level analysis.
And here it is, our roadmap. See, this path is designed to build your skills logically. Each step leads right into the next one, so you're always moving forward, you're always gaining expertise, and, just as important, you're gaining confidence week by week.
We can really break this journey down into 4 big phases. First, we start with the foundations. The real basics of analysis and reporting standards. Then, we build your detective's toolkit with the core techniques, things like ratio and trend analysis. And then comes the fun part, application. That's where we take these tools and use them on real companies. And finally, we work on your professional judgment, so you can look at any financial report and make a truly expert assessment.
Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to learn all this stuff. I have to tell you, this is not one of those passive, sit back and listen kind of courses. We are building your professional toolkit, and that means you're going to get your hands dirty with real-world data.
Yeah, we're creating a really active learning environment here. You'll be digging into financial statements from actual companies, you'll be tackling hands-on case studies, and you'll be working together in discussions. The whole goal is for you to act and interact like a professional analyst right from day one.
And a huge part of being a professional today is using the right technology. So you're going to get some serious, practical experience with industry-standard software like Excel and Tableau. You'll be building the exact skills that employers are looking for right now.
Okay, so doing the work is one thing, but you also need a way to show what you've learned. So let's talk a little bit about how we'll measure your progress this semester.
We've really balanced the assessments across the semester to give you a bunch of different ways to succeed. Now, the final exam is the biggest piece, at 35%, but you'll also show what you know through 2 midterms, some group projects, and regular quizzes. This way, you're always getting feedback and you always know where you stand.
And please remember this, the point here is not about what you can memorize. Every single assessment in this course is designed to test your ability to analyze a situation, interpret what you're seeing, and make a solid, well-supported decision just like you'd have to do in the real world.
All right, finally, let's just touch on what it takes to really succeed in here. And I don't think of these as rules, really. They're more like habits, the kind of habits that build a professional mindset that's going to serve you well long after you've finished this course.
So, 2 things are absolutely key to creating a professional environment for us all: showing up consistently and complete academic integrity. Think of these as the commitments we're all making to each other to create a focused, respectful place where everyone can do their best work. Look, because this class is so hands-on and interactive, being here is vital. It's not just for your own learning, but for the conversations we're all going to have. The university has a very clear policy. If you miss more than 25% of classes, you'll automatically fail. So please make it a priority to be here. We really want you here, and we want you to succeed. And academic integrity is just as important. AI tools are amazing, no doubt, but the analysis you turn in, well, that has to be your analysis. Our goal here is to develop your unique analytical mind, and that's a skill you just can't automate. So let's all agree to do the work with integrity.
So there you have it. We've covered the what, the why, and the how. Your journey to becoming a skilled financial analyst
It really begins right now, and it all kicks off on day 1. I just have one request. Come to our first class ready to go. Be ready to engage with the ideas, to think critically about them, and to jump into our discussions right from the very start.
I am genuinely looking forward to this semester. I can't wait to see each and every one of you develop into sharp, insightful analysts. So the only question left is, are you ready to start seeing the story behind the numbers? I'll see you in class.